Hello, everyone. I'm Joanna Daninas. Thanks for watching this podcast. The topic for today's podcast is Goodness Will Prevail. I know it may not seem like it these days. Things have been so topsy-turvy, upside down, or inside out. However, I can assure you this will change. I can speak from personal experience since there were not so many nice things that have happened for me over the years. I say for me, not to me, because there were lessons I had to learn from those experiences, which made me a stronger person. Many years ago, I had submitted an advertisement in the local newspaper in support of a group to help children with special needs. The editor or editor-in-chief at the time changed the words in the ad I had submitted to include spelling errors as if an advanced 5-year-old wrote it, and it listed my name as the author. I couldn't believe what I saw published. It was criminal, downright evil. The damage was done, it was already in print. I didn't want to fight it, so I let it go. Perhaps the editor thought it was funny, but it wasn't funny, and it will never be forgotten. Therefore, I vowed to never support or purchase that newspaper again, and I never did. I have had several jobs in corporate America where I was taken for granted, controlled, and manipulated to take on more work than was humanly possible in a regular work week. The workload required me to work 60 to 70-hour work weeks as an exempt employee. I believe there were indirect attempts made to force me to work those number of hours in order to keep up with my workload and to ensure I provided good quality work. My vacation time was not time off, but borrowed time. I had to make up the amount of time I was away before and after my quote unquote so-called vacation so that I can keep up with my workload upon my return. Perhaps the higher ups in charge thought I should do more quantity instead of quality work, but I was not willing to compromise the quality of the work I performed. It resulted in me leaving the company without any compensation or receiving a bonus, which I rightfully deserved. Despite it all, a work-life balance to care for myself and my family members was most important to me at the time, which is why I left. I didn't leave to prove a point. I left because I realized it was no longer serving me to be there. I finally learned my lesson and broke the cycle. I feel as though I've been put on some type of employment blacklist or block list because I have submitted so many job applications in the last 2 to 3 years with no realized opportunities to date within my profession. I learned through an online posting that these types of lists do in fact exist, but I doubt this can be easily proven. I have had other attempts at control and manipulation from family members, colleagues, friends, and acquaintances over the years, where they thought their behavior towards me was acceptable. They may have said things about me or tried to damage my reputation. However, I know that my response was provoked by their actions and my reaction was justifiable. Looking back, I realized where I was too nice in tolerating that bad behavior, but I own that now, and I will no longer do that again. I've encountered people who have narcissistic tendencies who may not even realize the ramifications of their actions. However, I learned to set a hard boundary and distance myself so that I never have to subject myself to that type of behavior again. I started the REACHE support group on Facebook, which is advertised by my personal life coaching business, Epiphany Life Coach Services. I recently had to have an unflattering post on Google taken down because it displayed an awkward picture from one of my videos connected to one of my old posts from my Epiphany Life Coach Services Facebook page. The irony was that the content contained in the post requested that my online content be protected to prevent damage to my reputation. I reported this issue to Google and the post was taken down. Recently, I did a search for my name on Google Chrome and found out that a third-party company is falsely advertising that I currently work with my former employer, which is misleading and quite frankly insulting that my former employer may benefit from the good work or message I'm putting out now. Another advantage where my former employer may from 2022 would benefit once again at my expense. It's been a long, exhausting cycle, which is finally coming to an end. Things on my end are changing because I will file a complaint and report any issues which are misleading or damaging to my reputation. I will no longer tolerate bad behavior from anyone by setting hard boundaries and distancing myself from those that intend to do harm or profit at my expense. I would encourage all of you to do the same when you are equally justified in your actions. I can tell you justice is sweet when it is rightfully served. Nonprofit status for REACHE was filed on April 17th of this year, and it's been approved. The goal is to raise awareness and fund causes for the benefit of individuals and organizations. More information is to come on this. I have been fortunate to meet 2 other board members who are committed to the cause and will do what they can to ensure success in these difficult times. I am fortunate for their generous dedication and commitment to the cause. As was stated in the Jerry Maguire movie, please help me, or the REACHE board in this case, help you. Please share this podcast. Join the REACHE group on Facebook and invite others to do the same. The REACHE board is dedicated to improving the lives of many based on the principles of REACHE, righteous engagement and accountability and change for everyone. On the car ride home from filing for nonprofit status, the Pat Benatar song, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, came on the radio. Lately, I've been receiving many messages and signs from the universe. I interpreted the song coming on the radio as a sign that I will continue to face resistance or there will be additional attempts to damage my reputation. Greedy corporations and conglomerates may not like what the REACHE nonprofit will do for humanity. But to that I say, hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Until next time, everyone, goodbye.